Hey guys, it is Tuesday, September 12th. I just got home from meeting my dietitian. Overall, I think it was very helpful. It was very informational and it was kind of a lot to take in 1 hour. So I'm just gonna recap what me and her went over the best I can. Um, so of course she gave me like a meal planning sheet. 3 meals a day, 4 to 5 hours apart. Eat a snack if you miss a meal. Eat a snack in between those 4 or 5 hours if you feel hungry before that meal. You're going to avoid deep fat fried foods, high in saturated animal fat. Limit your salty foods and added salt. Eat fish at least twice a week because they have good omega-3s. Drink a minimum of 64 ounces of water, which today I did horrible. I told her I only got in 24 because this morning was just a poop shoot and work was just crazy. Snacks should be nutritious, not nothing that's like full of just empty calories and empty stuff. Here's some fiber facts. And then she printed out this really cool sheet from the American Heart Association and the American Stroke Association telling you about the types of fats there are. So green is go, and then they get worse as you go this way. I think that's very helpful. I actually might take this to my job and make copies for some of my patients because some of them are struggling to lose weight and be more nutritious as well. And she made a good point. She said, don't look at this as I want to be skinny, I want to be thin. You need to look at it as you want to be healthy, you want to be strong, you want to nurture your body and provide it the nutrients that it needs. So it's all about mindset. We have to change our mindset, guys. So yeah, there's that. And then I told her that I'm basically like a flexitarian. So I'm not going to fight somebody over a steak. I'm not going to fight somebody over meat in general. You know, I will eat chicken. I do like chicken, especially fried chicken or like, chicken from the Chinese joint. But I can be a vegetarian. Being vegetarian for me would probably be really easy because I've never been a meat person. And even growing up, like I was really picky about my meat. My mom would try to find clever ways to get me to eat it, and I don't like it. I've never really been like meat. I love meat. So she gave me the plant-based plate. So when you're looking at your normal plate, it should be full of like veggies and leafy greens, and these are like, lesser calorie foods. Here's your meat portion, and then your carbs up here. Optional fruit for like dessert or snack. And then if you drink milk, but I don't drink milk and I use almond milk. So yeah, she showed me this at first and then she's like, but then, you don't eat a lot of meat. So she wanted me to turn it this way to match this type of plate so that over here you still have mostly veggies. Here's your grain. And then if you're not getting meat protein source, you can get it through beans, lentils, whatever else. So there's that. And I thought that was really helpful. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I asked her, do you see a benefit of people eating a more plant-based diet, or do you see people that eat all kinds of diet struggle, or do you see a particular one that is like, wow, that really works for people? And basically she said diabetics eat how every person should eat because they don't put a lot of foods that we aren't supposed to have in their bodies. Like they have to limit their sugars, they have to limit their carbs. So she said it's basically just a lifestyle change. You have to start limiting what we're doing. She gave me a healthy snack list, and some of this stuff like I like you can have 16 wheat thin crackers and a tablespoon of natural peanut butter. And she said that'll be around like, I think she said 170 to 200 calories, which is a pretty good protein filled snack that will keep me full in between meals if I even need it or want it. And of course you can have vegetables. Non-starchy vegetables are an excellent choice. They're usually low calorie, fat-free, full of fiber. And you can try them with a tablespoon of natural peanut butter, 1 ounce of low-fat cheese, 2 tablespoons of nuts, or half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese. I personally cannot stand cottage cheese. It has been a little while since I've tried it, so I might get a small one and revisit that idea. But at this point, I would rather just have the raw veggies or cooked veggies. So, of course, like celery, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower. Those are all good for you. And then at the bottom, she even listed like protein stuff. And I told her that I love fruits, I love vegetables, but I also like the food you're not supposed to have all the time. So there's that. And then reading a food label, we went over that. So basically, here's a food label. She said the first thing you look at when you look at a food label is going to be the serving size, and then like how many calories, and then you're going to want to look at the carbs, the dietary fiber, and the added sugars. So the less added sugars and total carbs and all of that, the better, basically, is what I got from that. Saturated fats, of course, we don't want. You're not going to see a lot of trans fat in America because there's not supposed to be a lot of trans fat in foods anymore. It's like illegal, she said. So there's that. And then off to the side, she tells you how to limit your sugar, how much saturated fats you should have, less than 2,300 milligrams per sodium a day. I did specify to her like 3 times, I do not add salt to my food. I don't. The only time that I add salt to my food, probably that I haven't been paying attention to, is like the Mrs. Dash or like pre-packaged seasoning containers. I don't ever look at the sodium on those, and I don't look for salt free like I should because it escapes my mind. So I gotta start paying attention to that. Let's see. I was telling her about pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks, and she said, well, we have a protein recipe on here for a pumpkin protein shake. You can do half a cup of pumpkin, half a cup plain Greek yogurt, half a cup low-fat milk, or you can do 1 cup of nut milk, half a banana, and pumpkin pie spices. So I will probably be trying that because PSLs are out and it's very tempting. So yeah, this is just like healthy breakfast ideas that she ended up passing out to me. I'm glad that she actually gave me things to use, not just have me like write everything down, because for me, I'm whatever type of learner where you have to like do it and see it at the same time. Like I have to see it and then I do it. So to have things that I can see and touch and calculate and make a like, grocery list with and stuff, that really helps me. So she also gave me a lean meat chart. So, of course, at the top of the list, things that are good for you are going to be fish. So, like flounder, salmon, tuna. My boyfriend fishes, and he gets a lot of fresh fish. Like, we have probably, I don't know, 1 pound or 2 pounds of sea bass in the fridge right now. So, we need to cook that up. Turkey breast, you can do chicken. And then from there is when it starts getting more fattier meat, like beef, top round, pork sirloin, chicken breast with the skin. You always want to get the chicken breast without the skin. You have veal loin, lean ground turkey is about 225 calories for 4 ounces. So they did this based off of 4 ounces. And then your meat that's going to have the most is going to be like beef short ribs, 420 calories for 4 ounces. So if you go for the lesser meats, like up here, you're going to get more food. So we went over that. And then, of course, she gave me back to this guy. Sorry, this video is all over the place, but back to this. She gave me a list. So like half a plate is going to equal anything on this list. And then she gave me like the starchy vegetables. And then what else we got? Yeah, so the starchy vegetables and stuff is going to be what's over here. And that's going to be half a cup cooked. Approximately 80 calories. Yeah. And when we were going through, like, basically what I ate, because I kept a food journal for her for 3.5 days, like today, I thought I did the right thing by taking a salad to work. I knew that avocados were high in calories, but I love avocado. And when she calculated my salad for me, my salad was like 470 calories. And she's like, you easily could have eliminated almost half of those by just eating like a little bit of the avocado, not the whole avocado. And I was like, but I love avocados. And, you know, it is a learning process, and it's training my mind to think better. But also, in the same token, from what I've been eating like the past several years, I would rather know that I'm making a healthier type of choice eating a whole avocado as opposed to 3 or 4 donuts. And now I know when I go to the grocery store and get more avocado, I'll probably just get 1 or 2 and divide those up in my salads throughout the week. The eggs were okay. I had 2 eggs in it. I had cucumber. I had some cherry tomatoes. And then the salad mix, which all of that together, she said, was probably about 100 calories. That's not where the calories come from. And I had made my own dressing to put on the greens. I had used like this much, maybe this much olive oil, and I love balsamic vinegar, so I just tilted that in there because I like the vinegary tartness of it. And I put some garlic powder and Italian seasoning in it and put it over my salad. And she said, you know, olive oil is a healthy fat. You just have to watch how much, because there's so much calories if you use it in big quantities. So I was like, oh my God. So yeah, that's where I'm at. She also, of course, reiterated that you need to do like 150 hours, Jesus cramity, 150 minutes of, you know, cardio activity per week to keep your heart healthy and strong. And we both talked about that, and she thinks that a good starting point would be to at least do 15 minutes, work my way up to 30 minutes, and then try to work around to getting like to a 15-minute mile, which is what I've wanted to do for a while. So those are just some goals I have. And then I told her about my coffee habits. I brew my own coffee at home in my Keurig, okay? I have the reusable K-Cups. I just put Folgers in it. And then I told her I put here's the shocker, I put 2 tablespoons of sugar in my coffee. I know, it's horrible. Don't come for me. And then with my creamer, while I'm stirring the sugar, I pour the creamer in my coffee until it gets to the, like, milky consistency looking color that I like it to be, so that it looks like it's going to taste good. And then I drink it. I told her I don't drink coffee for the energy benefit, like the caffeine rush, the boost. I just like the taste of it. You know, it's like a milkshake to me. Like, I just love the taste of coffee. And I told her I want to work on cutting out like creamers I get. Like right now I have the Coffee Mate Italian sweet cream or whatever. I want to eventually do like the 0 sugar, and then transition to maybe almond milk in my coffee, and then eventually probably stop drinking coffee because I don't need it for energy. And with my anxiety, it does make my anxiety worse, especially if I have more than 1 cup a day. So I definitely want to work on cutting out the sugar. I definitely want to work on a healthier creamer alternative to flavor the coffee. And then maybe wean myself down, or maybe even just have like a smaller amount of coffee, or completely stop it, because I don't use it for the energy. I just drink it. It's more of like a habit. Like, you wake up, you make your coffee, go on about your day. That would save me, 5 minutes in the morning. I don't have to make my coffee, and I don't have a extra dish to wash. But yeah, so I have the Don't Wish for It, Work for It daily fitness tracker that I showed you guys like a vlog or 2 ago. I have not used it, but I want to use it, especially now that I've met with the dietitian. This is kind of like, I don't know, like a boost for me. This has been like a self-care month, I guess. Last week I went to my GYN for my annual, And I told her I'm going to be meeting with the nutritionist. I really want to start losing weight, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we were talking about medicines and how some of my medicines can cause certain side effects and stuff like that. And she was like, well, you know, I really wish you luck on your self-care journey. Like, it's a journey. You're not going to lose weight overnight. Take your time. Reward yourself with positive affirmations and compliments when you reach a milestone. So that's that. I've just been taking care of myself this month, and I don't know, today was just motivational. She was really nice, and I asked her if she wanted to do a follow-up, and she said, if you want to follow up with me, you can always, you know, make an appointment, or if you have questions, you can call or email me. And I was like, well, I see my PCP coming up in November because she wants me to have lost some weight. And I think I might just schedule you the same day. That way I can take the day off from work, visit her, visit you, you know, those things. So yeah, this has just been like a self-care couple of weeks. Like I'm feeling pretty good. When I weighed in at the dietitian today, I think I was like 263 something. But let me tell you, my bladder was full because I just drove over there from work and it was after lunch. Not making excuses, but I'm just saying, kind of the end of the day. I was not at my home weighing myself like I normally do. But yeah, so she did give me the little Amberly's nutrition and food plan. And we're going to pre-plan my meals and snacks to avoid poor food choices and X amount of quantity, just having no limit. She wants me to try to follow 12 to 1,700 calories per day, eat within 1 to 2 hours of waking, no greater than 4 to 5 hours between meals and snacks, focus on whole grains, fresh, unsweetened fruit, non-starchy vegetables, lean meats, low-fat dairy, healthy fats, low-sodium food choices. And then we're going to eliminate sugar-sweetened beverages. This is the whole Starbucks Dunkin' thing. Limit intake of sugar from snack foods. And then avoid fatty, fried, fast foods, and processed foods. And then, of course, we're going to bake, broil, boil, grill, steam, microwave, or air fry. She's been using her air fryer. I'm actually going to make air fried Brussels sprouts tonight that I've been seeing. I really want to give them a try. And then she wants me to weigh myself weekly. 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss per week is healthy. So that's what we're aiming for, healthy weight loss. And then we're going to weigh once a month. We're going to weigh once a week. And then once a month, we're going to measure my waist circumference to assess changes in body composition. Because she had the model of what 1 pound of fat looked like compared to 1 pound of muscle. And you can lose a pound of fat and gain that pound of muscle and still weigh the same, but your waist has lost inches. So that's why she wants me to do that. But yeah, so that's that. I just wanted to update you guys. I am sorry that I didn't post anything for the past month or two. I've just really, I don't know. I was in a headspace where I just didn't care anymore, honestly. And I was trying to lose weight and then I just didn't care. And then I was overwhelming myself and trying to eat right and wanting to work out, but then I wouldn't work out and I was getting mad at myself. But now that I have these visuals and I'm getting tools to help me, this is really motivating and I'm excited to share the rest of my journey.